Hello lovelies, hope you're good. I want to show you the tips and tricks to making a delicious crunchy plantain chips. Stay tuned, okay? You're welcome back to my channel. If you're just coming across my video for the first time, you're welcome to Esther's Corner. So we'll be needing plantain. One tips to go with when you're making plantain chips, you need a very good plantain, okay? It's not all plantain you use for plantain chips. So now I'm going to transfer them into the washing base and I'm going to wash them thoroughly. You want to make sure you wash this so that it will be clean. While you're slicing, you don't slice in with the dirt, okay? At this point, I want to say a big thank you to my subscribers and to my returning subscribers. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. So after washing, I did clean up with a paper towel just to make sure it's dry before slicing. Another tip to go with when you want to make a crunchy plantain chips, you need the unripe plantain, okay? So I added just a drop of oil on my palm so that it will not be sticky while I am slicing. You know it can be sticky when it comes to unripe plantain. When you're slicing, your hand becomes sticky. So this is one tip to go with, okay? You can also use the ripe plantain, not the very ripe plantain, the plantain that is just becoming ripe after unripe. So but trust me, it's not going to be that crunchy. When you need a crunchy plantain chips, you need the green plantain, okay? So I am done slicing. I still went ahead to wash this and I will use a knife just to scrape the skin, just to remove every dirt that are still on the skin before slicing. So the next thing I want to do is to heat up my oil before slicing. Next, you will be needing a cutter like this. If you don't have this, you can use a knife. So I'm going to slice this in twos just to make it easy for the slicing. And also, when you're making plantain chips for commercial use, you need good plantain. Like I said earlier, you need fat plantains so you can slice and you make sure you have your gain. Those thin plantains just don't work at all. There are some plantains right now in Nigeria, the ones they tied up for 500 to 1000. So you know the one that you're going to get your profit from. So when you want to use your knife to slice, you make sure it is very thin. It will come out crunchy. Now you're going to use your index finger to support it. You're going to slice through while guiding it with your index finger. So you can see in the video, you can see it's thin. You have to be patient when doing this, okay? So I'm going to continue slicing enough to put in my oil. Remember, my oil is getting heated. So lovelies, give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so. Please leave a comment in the comment section and just share your thoughts with me, okay? I know this video is going to help somebody out there. So here is where the trick comes in. I'm going to do this before frying. I added just a teaspoon of salt and water. So this is going to be the ingredients to add into the chips when frying it. So another trick you want to try is to add in some onions into the hot oil. This will give it a spectacular flavor. So I'm going to let the onion just to fry for a few minutes before adding the plantain. Another tip to take with is to add in the plantain one by one into the oil so it doesn't stick together. Remember, I said you have to be patient when doing this business, especially if you're doing this for commercial use. You want to try this, add in one after the other so they don't stick together. So here's another thing you want to do. You make sure you don't overcrowd the oil, just so they have enough air to breathe in so they can fry evenly. And another thing you want to do is once it's golden brown, you take it off the heat completely. So here I'm adding the salt that I mixed earlier. Just 2 teaspoons is okay. So at this point you can see the onion is already golden brown. Don't worry about it, just take it off the heat completely. And for this method I am going to slice into the oil directly. Honestly speaking, if you ask me, I think I would say I prefer this method. It's easy. You're putting this in directly into the oil. So this is okay. So I'm just going to repeat the process with the one I fried earlier. So guys, if you have watched up to this point, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, okay? Turn on your notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a video. So I will continue frying until I am done. This is the last batch. So for this batch, this is another ingredient I want to show you. I added some pepper, salt, ginger and garlic. Okay, so these are some ingredients you want to use when frying your plantain chips, and you also want to go out there and find out what the people really want. Okay, is it the spicy one or just the plain one? So I'm done frying and this is how it looks. It's so crunchy and trust me, it's delicious. So this is the spicy one. So I'm just going to add this in together. I'm just using this to show you an example. So this is what I will be using for the packaging. Okay, you can use a bigger nylon than this. I'm just using this for an example. While you're packaging, you package in a way that you earn your profit and make sure you gain your profit, okay, in any business you're doing. You can also package in containers like this. When you're selling, try to make sure it's very tight so it still stays crunchy and delicious. So my lovelies, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next. Bye.